for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Jeff Kurtz alongside John Henry Winter-Nolte. John Henry, as we look at this ball game tonight, you've got a St. Augustine team that is ranked in the San Diego section against a Salesian team that is a state champion in Division IV and is ranked at the top, near the top, and depending on what bracket you look at or what ranking system you look at here in the state of California. It's a very tall test for the St. Augustine Saints tonight against a very good Salesian Pride team.
Yeah, and these teams are neither of them are, this is not foreign to them. I mean, both of these teams have great programs. There's a lot of experience coming into this game on both sides of the court, and I'm not surprised that either of these teams are here. And this is the part of the tournament where it really comes down to who can play the better game, who can move on to that final game to play again tomorrow.
We did find out who is going to be one participant in the championship tomorrow night. Sheldon, the Sheldon Huskies out of the Sacramento area, defeated Windward from Los Angeles. We're going to have both games for you tomorrow night. The third, fourth place game in the National Division, which will feature Windward against the loser of this ball game. And then also the winner of this game will play Sheldon tomorrow night. John Henry and I will be on the call of that. But before we get there, Salesian and St. Augustine. I was joking with Bill Mellis before the tournament started. I asked him, what's your record? He's all, well, we're either 7-1 or 8-1. I'm not sure. Let me find out for you. He knows the record now. They're 9-1 going to this ball game, and they are playing very, very well.
And there's where some of that experience comes from. You've played 10 games on the season. You're off to a fantastic start. You've got that one loss, which is almost kind of important to have one loss, because now your boys know that they don't want that they can win 9 games out of 10. And this St. Augustine team, I think they're right in there too. Believe they're coming in at 8-1.
7-1. 7-1 tonight.
7-1. Same situation on the other side of the court with that experience, but that one loss still, that bad taste in your mouth, and you don't want to lose again, that's for sure.
Salesian beat Francis Parker yesterday to advance this particular game. Mario Dunn was our player of the game. St. Augustine beat Army-Navy, and really getting down defensively. The big man, Njai, at 7'1" for Army-Navy. Army-Navy actually beat Francis Parker earlier today. So St. Augustine can play very, very good defense, and they're going to need all of it against a guard trio of Mario Dunn, Markel Leonard, and Jabari Bird that are outstanding.
Outstanding, and we're not the only ones who have noticed that. We are Division I next year going to be playing, and we'll highlight them throughout the game, as they're going to be some big guys to watch out there.
National anthem, we'll take a break. The national anthem basketball in front of a packed house here at Torrey Pines High School for this final semifinal game in the National Division. The 7-1 St. Augustine Saints led by against the 9-1 Salesian Pride led by head coach Bill Mellis. Starters in today's ball game. First for the St. Augustine Saints, they've got Brent Lamar, UC Davis next year. Trey Kell out there as well. Drew Madsen on the floor alongside Nate. Great job guiding this offense for St. Augustine. And then rounding out the starting lineup, Brent Jones. Meanwhile, for Salesian, Dunn, Markel Leonard, Sean O'Neill, Jabari Bird, and Jermaine Edmonds. Bird going to Cal next year. 3 players on the team going to Division I schools so far, and Jermaine Edmonds, the senior, is also an outstanding player as well. Markel Leonard on to Montana. And we are set and we are ready to go. The tip is up, and we are underway, and St. Augustine is going to win the tip. They are in the white draft across your screen.
Tonight's matchup is going to be the St. Augustine defense versus that triple guard play of the Salesian Pride, as we've seen St. Augustine really do a great job of containing some really powerful, really talented kids over the last couple days. We mentioned that this is our second semifinal game, and both teams have come to play. Both teams are ready to go, and we're getting underway here. A little jitters coming out as we see an early air ball by St. Augustine on a 3 attempt.
A little uncharacteristic for St. Augustine, but this is a big crowd, a big stage, and a big team that they're playing against here tonight. Dunn with the basketball to Bird. Bird swings right side. Here's Edmonds on a cut. It goes over Edmonds' head, over Bird's head, and then saving the basketball was Trey Kell, but it goes right to Jermaine Edmonds in the backcourt. Leonard gives off to Edmonds. We're 45 seconds into the game. Edmonds has it poked away by Kell, and a nice double team out high, and then he travels. So both teams a little jittery. Uncharacteristic early turnovers here on the part of both Salesian and St. Augustine. And
it's funny, we mentioned how experienced both these teams are, how much leadership they bring to the table, and now early there looks like a bunch of freshmen and sophomores out there.
Jones goes right side to Kell, into the post, turnaround, Drew Madsen, no good with the left hand. The rebound to Edmonds. Dunn going the other way. Dunn being guarded by Brent Jones. Dunn around Jones, takes it into the key, skip pass far side, this is Bird. Bird goes corner Dunn. Dunn with a jab step along the baseline, has it poked away by Jones. 17 seconds on the shot clock, 6:38 in the game clock. First quarter, we are scoreless.
Great active hands so far on the part of the St. Augustine guards, really being just right up on the opposing guards of the Pride and really not giving them anywhere to go.
Leonard with the basketball. Leonard looking for Bird off a screen. Bird gets it on the wing, goes into the post Edmonds. Skip pass out high, Dunn, under 10 on the shot clock. Dunn with 7, Dunn with 6, in on Jones with 5, backs it out, skip pass. Leonard, three-pointer corner, front iron, no good. Nice box out, Lamar on Edmonds. He gets the board. Front court, here's Kell, 18-footer right side short. Long rebound goes to O'Neill. Long outlet goes to Leonard. He's got a 2-on-1. Give to Dunn. Layup on the way. No good. He is fouled. No, charge.
And Nate Samaniego doing a great job of getting in position, taking the charge, and just highlighting that Saints defense again. I mean, that's been the difference so far. Well, there's no difference so far, but St. Augustine doing a great job of holding this high-powered Salesian Pride offense.
The difference for St. Augustine throughout this tournament, I didn't even see Samaniego slip in there to take the charge in that 2-on-1. Samaniego now on the drive. Kicks it far side. Kell grabs the short hop like Derek Jeter. Ball swung near side to Lamar. Lamar around a pick by Madsen. Double teamed. Here's Kell in the corner. 3, no good. O'Neill, nice job holding off Madsen as the ball poked away by Jones. And now we got a whistle. Madsen throwing down a dunk, but it's not going to count as it's going to be St. Augustine basketball. And we've got a timeout called by the Saints. So we're 5 minutes and 40 seconds showing on that first quarter clock, and we still have no score here at the 23rd Annual Under Armour Holiday Classic, brought to you by the Lucky Duck Foundation.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups, like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
John Henry, you surprised by what you're seeing here through the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds? Nobody's scored. Nobody's even really had a good look at the basket. We know Salesian plays good D. We know St. Augustine plays good D. This might be a lower scoring affair.
Right, and I'm not surprised. I would be surprised if there were a lot of mistakes being made and sloppy play, but it hasn't been. It's been a lot of clean plays and just very, very solid defense on both sides of the court.
Samaniego to inbound, Leonard guarding him. We are in play. Samaniego looking for someone, looking for anybody. Nobody open. Finally kicked basketball out of bounds by Leonard. We'll try it again. same spot on the floor. As we move into the semifinals, we go with a 3-man officiating crew as opposed to 2, which is what you see throughout most of the regular season at the high school level. Once you get into the playoffs, championships, you'll start seeing 3-man crews again. So a nice opportunity for the kids to get used to having 3 officials on the floor and for the officials to get used to having 3 on the floor. You divide the court up a little bit differently when you've got 3 as opposed to 2. Samaniego with the ball on the wing, 22 on the shot clock. Driving baseline, cut off, kicks it out. Nice ball movement. Kell open, 3, good.
And I believe that's Kell's second or third attempt at a 3, just kind of settling in, getting into the rhythm early in the game, and finally knocking one down, boosting that confidence up.
Dunn gives off to Edmonds out high. Back to Dunn, fakes the 3, driving on Jones, takes it in, 10-footer off the glass. Nice job by Mario Dunn.
And now all of a sudden we've got 5 points in the past 10 seconds, and both these teams are underway.
Here's Kell on the drive. Bird's going to send it out, and Dunn takes the charge.
Wow, that was a little bit of everything right there. A huge block.
It was a 1-2.
By Bird, thrown into the second or third row up there. And then on the bottom side of the play, the shorter Dunn doing the smart thing, keeping his feet set, and taking the charge. Salesian ball.
The crowd gets a souvenir. You get a basketball. You get a basketball. Dunn in the front court on the right side. 3-2, St. Augustine leading. Bird on the penetration. He's going to be bumped. No foul call. Blocked by Madsen. Here comes Jones, taking it all the way. Layup a little bit strong. Lamar follows strong. Kell follows short. Kell another follow. Ball loose on the floor. Madsen's going to track it down. Saminiego's going to pull up from 16. Good.
And when you get 4 offensive rebounds on one attempt, one offensive attempt, you're going to score most of that time.
St. Augustine playing confidently here early. 4:15 remaining in the quarter. Here's Bird open for 3, flat and short. Kell the rebound. Outlet Lamar. Lamar hustling down the floor. Going to take it all the way on Edmonds. Layup strong. Madsen the tap. No. We've got an offensive goaltending.
And Madsen doing everything he can. He was coming full speed, skied as high as he could to get a finger on that, and just couldn't quite adjust. Didn't have the time to let it come off the rim so he could make a play on it.
DeMar Dunn's going to replace his older brother Mario Dunn in the lineup. Mario a senior, DeMar a sophomore. Into the front court, Leonard with the basketball. High post O'Neal. 25 in the shot clock. O'Neal to Edmonds, left elbow. Edmonds going to pull up from 17, leaves it a little bit short. Nice follow underneath. DeMar Dunn. Shortest player on the floor gets the board. Lamar on the drive, leaves it short. Bird and Lamar tie up. Jump ball, possession arrow favors Salesian.
And you mentioned it, shortest guy on the floor getting the ball. Sometimes it's not always, that perfect box out or doing the best you can, but just being in the right place at the right time. And when the ball comes to your hands, just grab it and shoot it.
Good position. Out of the ball game goes Brent Jones. Into the game for the first time, Jake Ryan for St. Augustine. 3:35 left first quarter. St. Augustine by 1, 5-4. Leonard on the wing. Leonard looking for some help. Samaniego all over him. 5-second call. Another good defensive play, and the offense very stagnant for Salesian. No one was moving.
Yeah, and they're having trouble getting kind of a rhythm going here. A couple short and flat shots, as you mentioned, and then at the same time, Robinson, Bird trying to get into the mix and driving in, but he's running into some big guys out there, and he's getting knocked to the floor a couple times, and they're not fouls. They're just good defensive plays.
Samaniego into the front court, right side Lamar. Lamar around a pick by Madsen. Madsen gets the ball back, goes up strong, leaves it short. Battle for the loose ball, picked up by Leonard. Leonard pushing the other way. Leonard into the corner, dribbles out, gives to Edmonds. 3:05 left first quarter. Leonard's going to set it up. O'Neal on the right elbow. O'Neal throws it away. I'm not quite sure who he was trying to get the ball to there. It looked like it was Edmonds, but it was well over his head.
And if this Salesian offense does kind of get on a roll, get going, get comfortable, and run some really offensive plays, they're going to get better looks. They're going to be more successful. It just seems like the Saints defense is so disruptive for the offense so far. For Salesian, what adjustments can be made so that you're able to run your plays and run your offense.
Jack Drapp into the ball game, has the ball. He replaces Madsen in the lineup. Markel Leonard and Sean O'Neal are out. Mario Dunn back in, and in for the first time is Dante Robinson for Salesian. This is Ryan with the basketball, gives off to Lamar, 15 on the shot clock. Lamar gets a pick from Drapp, around it, double teamed, makes a nice move on Dunn, takes in the key, kick out Samaniego, fakes a three, pull up 17-footer, front iron, no. Mario Dunn the rebound. Our player of the game from last night grabs the board and takes it up himself. There's nobody there to stop the ball. Crosses over on Samaniego, takes it all the way, layup strong. Loose ball is going to be grabbed by Jake Ryan. 2:10 left, opening quarter. And a very good defensive basketball game right now. If you like good defense, you're watching the right game. Kell pull up three as he's looking for his second, no good. Bird goes up high, taps to DeMar Dunn. Long outlet, Edmonds is open, he goes up for the layup. Salesian has their first lead of the game.
And that's something that Salesian can be very successful doing, those long outlet passes after getting the board. Just look for that long pass right away and get those quick, easy points.
Edmonds, a nice leak out. High post, Ryan. Now Kell. Kell takes it into the key, floats one up from 10. A blocking foul this time against Dante Robinson. Good call. He was sliding his feet.
And we hear the crowd here. A couple of them, half the crowd kind of oohing and ahhing because it was a big collision, but the other half kind of frustrated that they wanted the offensive foul. And we're going to see a lot of that tonight. There's going to be a lot of very close calls. And good thing we have 3 referees out there because it's going to be to the inch sometimes.
A minute 33 left in the quarter. Kell at the line for a pair. First free throw, no good. That foul on Robinson was his first, team's third. Bird's going to get his first break. Lance Coleman, the second, is going to come in. Eric Monroe will replace Samaniego in the lineup. The freshman backup point guard for St. Augustine, sporting the goggles. I like it. Kurt Rambis somewhere is very proud. Second free throw is good. Not only that, Monroe, pretty darn good for a freshman out there. Now guarding the senior, Mario Dunn. With a minute 27 to go in the quarter, we're tied at 6. Lance Coleman the second with the ball on the wing. Ball swung around. Mario Dunn with it. Straight away Edmonds. He can hit from there. This time, though, back iron, no good. Long rebound to Ryan. Ryan pushing front court. Sees a double team, picks up the basketball. Now needs some help, gives to Lamar. Monroe with it. Corner, Kell, back to Monroe. 26 on the shot clock, a minute 4 left on the game clock. Lamar with 20 on the shot clock. Driving, takes it all the way in, loses the ball. Kell comes up with it. One dribble jump hook from 5, no. Battle for the loose ball, coming up with it, and we got a pushing foul on Jake Ryan.
Battle. That's what's been happening so far in this first quarter. I mean, every possession is just scrappy. We got to get 2 points if we can, and it hasn't been happening too much tonight.
Under 50 seconds to play. About a 16-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock right now, tied at 6. Backdoor, nice move. Mario Dunn lays it up, lays it off to Robinson for the bucket.
And great vision there by Dunn, assisting it to Robinson. He might have had a chance to finish that one on the layup, but Robinson had a 100% chance of making that shot.
About a 1 second differential now between the shot and the game clock. 20 on the shot clock. Salesian up by 2. High post Ryan. Ryan gives to Lamar. I don't even know how he floated that into double coverage. Here's Monroe, pump fake. Another pump fake to Kell. Kell drives, floats one up from 5. Strong again. Kell just not finding the range right now. Rebound DeMar Dunn. Mario Dunn with 2. With 1. Fadeaway 15-footer Strong.
And you mentioned it, Kell, on the last few possessions, Trey Kell for St. Augustine Saints has gotten some very, very good looks, and I think maybe he's a little surprised that he gets good looks like that, and he's got to be able to finish those, because he should have 3, maybe 4 more baskets that he's had good looks at, and that would be a big difference in this score.
8-6, Salesian leading it at the first quarter break. You're following the action from the 23rd annual Under Armour Holiday Classic, presented by the Lucky Duck Foundation at Torrey Pines High School. We're PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Under Armour is the presenting sponsor for the 23rd Annual Holiday Classic at Torrey Pines. A proud supporter of high school athletics, Under Armour's technology is complex, but its mission is simple. to make all athletes better through passion, design, and the relentless pursuit of innovation. To find out more or place an order, visit UnderArmour.com today.
I was actually checking out some of their new shoes, John Henry, in the truck that is rolled up, brought to us by EastBay.com. They've got a new piece of footwear. They call it the backbone. You just saw it up on your screen a moment ago, folks. It's like a spine for your shoe underneath and supposed to be incredibly comfortable. I have not tried on a pair yet.
I have also yet to try a pair, but you need your spine, so I'm assuming it's going to work for the guys out there.
There's been some good defensive spine by both of these teams in this game. Brent Lamar with the ball in the post, gives to Madsen on a cut. Madsen blocked for the backside by Mario Dunn. Robinson, Leonard, Dunn, Coleman, and Bird on the floor for Salesian. Salesian in the gray going left to right. Lamar, Jones, Madsen, Ryan, and Samaniego on the floor for St. Augustine. Dunn on the penetration, takes it all the way for the bucket.
And that whole possession there was all done on the defense, blocking the 6'6" attacker, and then picking all the way down the court and find a great look.
Lamar, 18-footer in and out, no. Ryan the rebound for St. Augustine. This is where Saints may have an advantage as Coleman knocks the pass out of bounds. Is on the glass. They go after the offensive glass really hard, do the Saints, and they've got some big bodies up front. Not that Salesian doesn't, but St. Augustine very aggressive over the years going to the offensive glass. Samaniego finally gets it into Lamar, who splits a double team, takes it all the way, and plows right into Robinson, a charge.
And Robinson, a very veteran play there, holding his ground, taking the charge. He knew it wasn't going to feel good, but that's one thing you take in basketball. He's pretty happy with himself there.
Well, it's knowing your role, and that's exactly what Robinson needs to do. Actually, early off the bench in this game, first time for the senior. Usually he's been coming in the second half of the two games we've seen earlier. Around a pick by Bird. Dunn goes back to Bird. Bird on the drive, puts it between his legs. The Cal recruit traveled with the basketball.
And sometimes strong, relentless defense forces mistakes like that you usually don't make. And that's something we haven't seen a lot from Jabari Bird. Not many mistakes, but there, a traveling violation.
Lamar with the ball on the wing. 25 in the shot clock. Lamar guarded by Dunn. Nice matchup there. Jones with it now right side. Back to Lamar, throws it in the first row.
There's been 3 or 4 souvenirs going into the
you
crowd.
better have your hands up over there on that near first row in the stands.
When everybody came in to the gym today, there was a big sign outside saying, beware of objects leaving the court. It should say, put on your shoes and gloves because the ball's coming out of bounds.
Markel Leonard bringing the ball up the floor. 6:38 remaining in the half. Give it to Bird on a weave. Bird, nice spin move, dump down low. Tracking it down is Robinson in the corner. Now picks up his dribble and traveled. Nice defensive pressure by Drew Madsen.
A lot of the times when offensive players travel, it's because of the defense. It's almost 90%, 100% of the time because of great, solid defense, and you just got nowhere to go.
Martin Tomba in the ball game. Kell replaces Lamar. Both of them are with St. Augustine. Sean O'Neal back in. O'Neal, DeMar Dunn, Markel Leonard, Jabari Bird, and Coleman on the floor. It's Jones, Tomba, Madsen, Samaniego, and Kell out there for St. Augustine. Tomba with the basketball. Drives into the key. Kick back. Jones, 12-footer on the way short. Another shot short from the Saints. Rebound, DeMar Dunn. Bird pushing. 6 minutes to go in the half. Bird to Dunn, 25 in the shot clock. This is DeMar Dunn, younger brother of Mario, who's fallen out of bounds. No travel called. Coleman's got the ball, top of the circle. Now to Dunn on the wing. Dunn with 13, takes it into the defense. We got a foul.
And we've seen so many guys come in off the bench for both teams. Such a credit to the programs. We've seen freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors coming in. And that's so important to have when you're going deep into the season after injuries and when you have 4 games in 3 days and 4 games in 4 days. Just a credit to the program, building up these teams over time.
Brent Lamar is going to come back in, replacing Kell, who just picked up his second personal, team's 4th. Also in for the first time, Johnny Peterson. Jermaine Edmonds comes back into the lineup for Salesian, replacing Lance Coleman II. This is Markel Leonard out high with the fresh shot clock, now 26 on that. Edmonds floating a lob to Bird, broken up by Tomba and tracked down by Lamar. Lamar into the front court, dumped down low. Tomba goes up, quick shot. He's going to be fouled by Jabari Bird. That's Bird's first, team's 4th.
think there was a little frustration foul by Bird on the other end. They were looking for him for the alley-oop or at least a layup, but just couldn't quite find him. And then he comes down and commits the not smart foul, but just a little frustration seen there by Bird.
Martin Tomba, another freshman who's a key contributor for St. Augustine this year. In addition to Eric Monroe, Tomba hits the first free throw. That's the first point of the quarter for Saints, and we've got 5:20 showing on the clock.
And Tomba, if you can't tell by the video, he's a 6'5" freshman. Just a big body out there. And
what do they feed him in the Tomba household? Whew. Second free throw on the way. Also good. Makes them both 2-point game, 10-8. Salesian leading. Leonard in the front court. Leonard picks it up right along the sideline. Almost switched his pivot feet again. Saints doing a really good job providing pressure along that sideline. O'Neal in the corner gives to Bird. Bird's going to pull up from 17, short. Nice box out by Peterson, and Edmonds can't get to it, knocks it out of bounds.
Just not a lot of points scored tonight early, either of these teams. Both of them are used to scoring, in the upper averages of high school basketball, but tonight it's just been quiet out there.
Peterson with the ball straight away. Tomba one dribble looking for somebody. Finally gives back to Peterson. 22 on the shot clock. Samaniego with it. Leonard on the overplay. Samaniego, nice no look. Tomba for the layup. What a dime from Samaniego.
And Samaniego just with the perfect pass, putting it right on the spot. He could have done that one blind, it looked like.
Mario Dunn, give off to Bird. Bird guarded by Lamar. Bird goes corner. Drive, Madsen, kick out Edmonds far corner. He's going to put one up from 15 after one dribble. Nice shot. Jermaine Edmonds very good at shooting off the dribble. And here's a steal by Markel Leonard. He's going to step back for three strong. Rebounded by Bird. Salesian's going to reset up by 2. 3:55 to go in the half. Edmonds with the ball on the wing. Straight away, DeMar Dunn, swung left side, Markel Leonard. Leonard was looking to the post to O'Neal. Now with 17 on the shot clock, he's going to drive into the key, dump down low. DeMar Dunn says, why are you giving it to me amongst the trees? And it's a turnover. What am I supposed to do with it? He's staring up at Drew Madsen at 6'6", giving away 8 inches.
And it kind of just ended up in Madsen's hand. He kind of grabbed it and said, oh, here we go. Let's do this. And then he got fouled.
DeMar Dunn, that foul, his first, team's 5th. Mario Dunn's going to replace Jabari Bird in the lineup for Salesian. 3:35 remaining in the half. Here's Lamar with the basketball. Around a pick by Tomba, pull up three-pointer, back iron, no. Nice box out by Edmonds, and he gets the rebound.
And the senior Edmonds really showing some nice composure the past few plays here, kind of settling this team down, getting them a few points, a steal and a rebound as well.
3:15 left in the half. 20 on the shot clock for Salesian. On the penetration. Nice stutter step. Mario Dunn, fadeaway 10-footer, no good. Tomba, the rebound, he's going to be fouled. Over the back on O'Neal. For O'Neal, that's his first, team 6th. So St. Augustine will be shooting the rest of the way in the first half. Peterson will check out for Brent Jones.
And again, a good look by Salesian, just not dropping for him.
Well, when the defense is so good, John Henry, you tend to rush shots a little bit more because you think someone's going to be right up on you.
Exactly, and I think that's what's happening on both ends of the court.
Dante Robinson's going to come into the game. He'll replace O'Neal. Corner Jones. Jones out high, Tomba. Looking left, gets it to Samaniego. 24 on the shot clock, 2:52 on the game clock. First half. Lamar on the drive, kick corner. Jones open, no, a charge. Lamar picks up his second. DeMar Dunn steps in front.
And how many charges have we seen tonight on both ends? Just highlighting that defensive play. Statistician saying 3 charges tonight, and that's high, and that's not the last one we've seen, I'm sure.
Dallas hopped into the game for the first time. He's going to replace Brent Lamar. So Lamar and Kell out with 2 fouls each. That's 2 prime scorers for St. Augustine right now on the bench. 2:40 to play in the half. Robinson looking back door. Gives it to Edmonds on the wing. Straight away, Dunn fakes the three, goes to the left elbow, kick out Leonard. He's going to drive into the key, goes corner. Here is a two-pointer shot, no good. Rebounded underneath by Salesian. Ball swung around, Samaniego with it. On the defense was Samaniego on Leonard. Ball swung right side, Mario Dunn. And now here's Leonard for a three, no good. Tomba the rebound. Tomba outlet Samaniego. 2:05 to play in the half. 12-10 Salesian. Samaniego on the drive. Gives off to Haupt. Haupt stops at the free throw line. Back out Samaniego. Leonard is on Samaniego like a second jersey. 19 on the shot clock. Samaniego goes in the corner. Haupt, one dribble, has the ball poked away, and it's going to be off. Leonard out of bounds with 13 on the shot clock.
And I got to point this out because you don't see it a whole lot at this level, but the Salesian bench starting the defense clap, clap chant. And hey, whatever works for you in the closing end of this half. And they almost got the steal on it.
Lance Coleman II is going to check in, replacing Markel Leonard. So Salesian going a little bit bigger now. Ball swung to Haupt, 10 on the shot clock. Straight away Tomba. Monroe with the ball in the corner with 7. Monroe going to drive, float one up from 12 into the teeth of the defense. Madden tip, follow, no. Bird the rebound. Boy, Madsen's had a couple down there that he'd like to have back, I think. He's getting active on the glass, just not finishing.
And that ball was halfway into the rim, I think. Just another shot that's not falling.
1:20 left in the half. Mario Dunn with the ball on the wing. Down low with it. Edmonds goes up, traveled. No, excuse me, that was Dante Robinson. 1:17 left in the half. Still 12-10. 4 points in the second quarter for St. Augustine. 4 points in the second quarter for Salesian. Monroe into the front court. High post Tomba, and we've got a foul on Bird, and for Bird, that's his second. And that's going to put Tomba at the line where he is 2 for 2. And he's got the front end of a 1-on-1 coming up.
And Tomba really making a difference once he got in there. Down low, just being able to handle that space and hold down the paint on both ends of the court.
Tomba's free throw, no good. Rebound Edmonds. 1:05 left in the half. Dunn guarded by Monroe. Left side Bird. Bird to Robinson. This is Dunn. Dunn looking at the post to Edmonds. Instead straight away Coleman. He's going to put up a three, in and out. No good. Rebound Dunn. Layup is in. And a 30-second timeout called by head coach Bill Mellis. Mario Dunn now leads his team with 6. Biggest lead of the game for Salesian is 4. We'll take a quick break here on PlayOnSports.com with 50 seconds remaining in the half.
We'll have live coverage of basketball from around the country in March as we hit the section and state championships. March Madness will reign around California and beyond as we bring you action from one end of the country to the other. Join us in March for championship basketball coverage brought to you by your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
We'll have more games coming your way tomorrow, folks. 2 tournament finals. We're at the Max Preps Holiday Classic out in Palm Desert. We'll have that championship game for you tomorrow evening. We'll also have the championship game for the Under Armour Holiday Classic here at Torrey Pines High School, presented by the Lucky Duck Foundation. We'll have that final for you as well, plus the 3rd, 4th place game tomorrow evening. So plenty of basketball coming your way. That's just going to whet your appetite for what we're going to be bringing in January, February, and March here on PlayOnSports.com. Samaniego in the front court, 15-second differential between the shot and the game clock. He's double-teamed. Goes left side. Kell is back in with the 2 personal fouls for some offense. He's going to put one up from 15. It rims out. Battle for the loose ball. Lamar back in for some offense as well. He hits the bucket. His first points of the game.
Credit Lamar with the bucket, but credit the hard work on the part of Madsen, knocking that ball away right into the hands of Lamar.
Coach Haupt rolling the dice here with the shot clock turned off. He's got 2 players in the game, 2 key players with 2 personal fouls each. And right now Lamar being posted up by Dunn. Dunn backing in. Dunn spin move, takes it all the way up and gets the finger roll.
That's a good call. Go after the guy with the fouls because you know he's going to give you a little extra space than he usually would.
5 seconds left in the half. Samaniego with 4, with 3, with 2. Lamar's got to put it up. He puts up a fadeaway 3 at the buzzer. It won't go. And it's 16-12 Salesian leading against St. Augustine in a very low-scoring affair. We will take a break here at halftime on PlayOnSports.com and then come back with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Again, your halftime score: Salesian 16, St. Augustine 12, right here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. halftime here at Torrey Pines High School with Salesian leading at the break 16-12 over the St. Augustine Saints in this last semifinal game before the championship tomorrow night in the Under Armour Holiday Classic presented by the Lucky Duck Foundation.
Today's game is brought to you by Give It. Highlight life's epic moments with Give It. And by the Lucky Duck Foundation, whose mission is to raise awareness and funds for charitable causes. Also, Torrey Pines Bank, where business gets done.
Jeff Kurtz alongside John Henry Winter Nolte. Our statistician tonight is Nick Shaw. Producer, Jared Wright. And the woman behind the camera, Megan Coffey, providing all the video for you this evening for this second semifinal game. And John Henry, as we were sitting here compiling our numbers, which took about 30 seconds, given that it was 16-12 on the scoreboard, let's quickly go through those for you. Mario Dunn leading Salesian with 8 points. He's got half their points. Jermaine Edmonds with 4. Dante Robinson with 2. DeMar Dunn with 2. Jabari Bird, no points in this game. Only had 8 last night as well, so well below his scoring average. Meanwhile, Trey Kell and Martin Tomba with 4 points each. Tomba with his points off the bench. Brent Lamar with 2. Nate Samaniego with 2. So you got key contributors like Drew Madsen scoreless in this game. But Coach Mike Hopf for St. Augustine was coming down the ramp with his team. He looked at us and said, "Any ideas?" And you could see there's a lot of great defense being played, but a lot of players rushing their shots out there.
Yeah, and I think that's been the storyline. I mean, active hands, getting the work done on the defensive side, but then not making the really smart decisions that you need to make on the offensive side. If the shots start to drop here, then we're going to see the score go way up. But I don't see this defense on either side backing down.
Well, and teams are having trouble getting shots to fall on both sides. Markel Leonard, Mario Dunn, Jabari Bird, Sean O'Neill, Jermaine Edmonds in the game starting out. Here's Dunn with a 16-footer. That's good. Here's one kid who's had no trouble getting the ball in the basket. Mario Dunn's got 10 in the game, and it's 18-12 Salesian. Samaniego takes it all the way in, loses the basketball. We got a whistle and a blocking foul. A late call on O'Neill. Samaniego's going to the free throw line. Sean O'Neill's just picked up his second personal foul.
And Salesian was already down on the other side of the court with the fast break when that foul was called.
That's right. They'd already completed the break practically. Drew Madsen on the floor with Trey Kell, Brent Jones, Samaniego, and Brenton Lamar starting out the second half for St. Augustine, who's now going left to right in the white jerseys. Salesian in the gray going right to left. Samaniego with 2 points in the game, his first trip to the foul line. And we have a conversation taking place with our official and both coaches. Bill Mellis, the head coach for Salesian. Mike Hopf, the head coach for St. Augustine. And our official giving an explanation to Bill Mellis as to why the call, which came a little bit late, why he made that call and what the foul was. And he's saying O'Neill gave Samaniego a little bit of the hip.
Yeah, you see Mellis there shaking his head a little bit. Not too satisfied with the explanation, but I don't think most coaches are when they ask, why was that a foul?
Yes. I don't know if many coaches change their minds after the explanation of the official, though they may swallow it, and that's a tough one to swallow. Samaniego made the first. Second free throw on the way is also good.
And free throws are going to be a big part of this, I feel like, with a decently high fouls coming up here. A couple guys with 2 fouls get into later stages. And free throws could be a big difference.
Leonard backdoor to Dunn, and he throws it a little bit beyond Dunn's grasp. But they're trying to get Dunn into the post a little bit more. Inbounds pass to Samaniego. Salesian didn't get to the foul line at all in the first half of play, but not because St. Augustine wasn't fouling them a little bit. Each team with almost the same amount of team fouls. St. Augustine had 5 and 7 for Salesian. And now we've got a whistle and another foul. This one's going to go against the Pride. Coach Mellis wants a traveling call, but instead Sean O'Neill is getting picked on here a little bit. He's got his third, and up off the bench is Dante Robinson, who will check in for O'Neill in just a moment. Quick inbounds pass to Lamar, who hits the layup. And it's a 2-point game. Markel Leonard gives in the corner to Edmonds. Edmonds, nice crossover baseline. Good help by Samaniego. Gets the steal. Pokes it to Lamar. And Lamar's going to be pushed by Edmonds. And that's 3 team fouls in less than a minute for Salesian.
And I was just going to say that. I mean, that's something that we didn't see a lot of in that first half. But now here, St. Augustine kind of putting the pressure on a little more offensively, playing a little more quickly, being a little more active on the offensive end, and forcing Salesian to either make a big stop or commit the foul.
First personal on Edmonds. Samaniego high right elbow to Lamar. Lamar fakes to Kell, takes it all the way. Layup good, we're tied.
And a great little play there. Lamar almost casually saying, okay, I'm going to hand this off, and takes off the other way right to the hoop.
You all done to sleep. That doesn't happen too often. Leonard dumped down low. Robinson gets open as a shot blocked. No, we got a jump ball tie-up, and the possession favors St. Augustine. Nice defense by Drew Madsen.
And Madsen almost, I don't know if they called the first or the second block there, the jump ball, but he had two there potentially for the statistician here.
Nick Shaw is going to run out of lead in the pencil over there if Madsen keeps filling up the stat sheet like that. Here's Lamar on the drive, kick out Kell, wide open three, that's good, his second of the game. And St. Augustine has the lead back, 21-18.
And the missed shots are not as prevalent so far in the early goings of this third quarter.
Jabari Bird's going to pull up from a long-range three. His shot is short. Madsen the rebound. Saints on a 9-0 run. Samaniego goes left side. Lamar took his eye off the ball, tracks it down, gets around Dunn, takes it in, floats one up from 12, shot short. Madsen the tip, gets it to fall. And timeout called by Salesian. They're going to take a full timeout as St. Augustine on an 11-0 run, leading at 23-18 here in this semifinal game at the Under Armour Holiday Classic presented by Lucky Duck Foundation.
Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows schools to broadcast all of their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
Well, John Henry, one thing we're seeing from St. Augustine here is that they're not rushing their shots as much. Kell, that three, looked very smooth. Lamar, his two layups to the glass. Even Madsen, who had a couple of tips in the first half of play that he was just missing on, that time you could even see he slowed it down just a little bit when he tipped the ball into the basket and it went in. Yeah, exactly. In the first half there, they attempted however many shots, but they only made 4 field goals. And on this third quarter already, they've hit 5 field goals. Those numbers alone with the 11-2 run here in this third quarter, that's the difference, and the St. Augustine balls are starting to drop. That's great. Meanwhile, for Salesian, somebody's got to get on track other than Mario Dunn, and the most likely candidate would be number 23, who's walking right towards you, folks, wherever you're sitting at home, right in that corner, Jabari Bird, who is scoreless in the game, but led the team in scoring in their first game in this tournament with 23, so he can light it up. Here's Dunn on the penetration, going to give to Bird. Bird double team. Kell is on him. Bird spins into the key, hangs, floats, shot no good, battle for the loose ball. Samaniego has it. Samaniego has a poke from behind, retrieves, gives to Jones. Jones trying to pass the ball. Bird stole it, flung it behind his back, off of Kell, out of bounds.
And just an athletic play there. Bird a little frustrated. He didn't get called on the foul when he was driving on the near side here, taking it out on the defensive side in a real smart way on the defensive play.
Skip pass. Leonard's going to pull up from 3. That's good. Nice feed from Mario Dunn, who gets the assist. And Markel Leonard, his first points of the game. And this ball is going to be tapped out of bounds. So Salesian's starting to step up the defensive intensity here and their pressure as they're extending out against the St. Augustine guards.
Yeah, they need that, and they need to get on a little run here. But whether it's Leonard, Dunn, Bird, they don't care who it is. But any one of those guys on the court right now for Salesian could easily, hit a 3, get a steal, and then you get 5 points right away.
Madsen was open underneath. Here's Samaniego going to take it all the way into the teeth of the defense, put up a wild shot, no good. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by the Pride, however. 15 on the shot clock. Salesian right now stepping out into a 2-2-1 extended half-court trap almost across the center line, and they're bringing their 2s. The 1 is way deep. Both 4 other defenders are up above the free throw line.
Yeah, they got to change something to figure out this St. Augustine offense in the second half. They just came out like a different team, St. Augustine did, and Salesian was caught a little off guard, just trying to make the adjustment to hold them this half.
The shot clock wasn't initially reset, John Henry, but now it is, as the ball did hit the rim when Samaniego drove. Here is Jones, a floater, and he gets the back iron, and his first points of the game. 25-21, 4:45 to go in the third.
And now 5 different scores in the third quarter alone for St. Augustine. They only had 4 scores in the first half.
Here's Dunn on the drive. Double team, gives off to Bird. Bird guarded by Kell. Bird between the legs, crossover, takes it in on Kell. Fade away, 15-footer, back iron, no. Tapped out by Madsen. Here's Lamar. He's got a 3-on-1, takes it all the way and draws the foul. Hits the bucket with a left hand.
Coast to coast, count the basket.
And just such a big swing there. Bird with the ball on the near side on the offense. Draws 3 defenders and elects to take the shot. He doesn't drop for him, and on the other end, it's a 3-on-1 break, and the 2 points plus the potential one more for the St. Augustine Saints.
Jermaine Edmonds picks up his second, team's fourth. Lamar trying to complete the three-point play, does not. DeMar Dunn is checked in for Jabari Bird and grabbed that last rebound. Mario Dunn in the front court with the basketball, guarded by Jones. Around a pick by Robinson. Double team, triple team, ball knocked away. Still loose on the floor. Dunn comes back up with it. 20 on the shot clock. Dunn's just going to pull up for 3. Why not?
When they're dropping for you got to be taking the shots, and he has 5 in this third quarter alone.
Jones is going to take a 3-ball. Hits good.
When it rains, it pours here in Torrey Pines High School Gymnasium. All of a sudden, both teams lighten it up.
It was a drought in the first half. Now we're having torrential a torrential downpour. Excuse me, I can't even say it. Here's Edmonds swinging near side. This is Dunn. Another 3.
Wow. I don't know what else to say. We already used all our lines. The scoring's still heating up here.
I know. How many more cliches can we toss out? Samaniego with the ball, far side, 25 on the shot clock. That's 3 threes in this quarter for Salesian, 2 by Mario Dunn. Samaniego with 20 on the shot clock. Guarded by DeMar Dunn. Nice move, pulls up from the right elbow from 12, no good. Rebound, Markel Leonard. Here comes Salesian. Leonard pushing, goes into the corner. Edmonds open for 3, shot air ball. DeMar Dunn the rebound. No, Mario Dunn with the rebound, saves it. Here's a long outlet. Lamar grabs it, and he is going to be fouled by Edmonds. That's his third.
And Edmonds doing a great job of getting back on that fast break. He's a little frustrated. He feels like he got all ball there. Either way, heading to the line for St. Augustine, Britton Lamar.
Lamar at the line for 2. A couple of substitutions going to check in for St. Augustine in a moment after this first free throw. That's the 5th team foul against Salesian. 2:55 to go in the third. St. Augustine up by 3. Free throw for Lamar is good. Jake Ryan will replace Jones. Samaniego will get a well-deserved rest. Eric Monroe will replace him. Bird back into the ball game, replacing Edmonds, who's going to leave with 3 personals. He and O'Neal both have 3. For Salesian, Bird playing with 2. Lamar, one more shot. Second free throw is good. 32-27. Into the front court, Markel Leonard, guarded by Monroe. Leonard on the crossover, gives to Bird, picked up by Kell. This is DeMar Dunn in the corner. Dunn drives on Ryan, gets stuck in the key. Back out Leonard, 18 on the shot clock. Leonard on the drive. Leonard spins, puts up a nice move over Madsen. Ball tapped around, and it's going to be off St. Augustine out of bounds with 11 on the shot clock. The ball did not hit the rim.
Salesian's got to be smart here. Notice and realize that there's only 11 seconds left. Not their typical time they usually have to create a play here.
Mario Dunn to inbound. Dunn gets it into Leonard. To DeMar. Now Leonard's got it with 7, with 6. Down low, pass broken up. We got a foul on Madsen over the top. That is the first team foul against St. Augustine in the second half. Drew Madsen's first. Now we'll reset the shot clock. 2:25 to play in the third.
And a lot of times when you're playing such aggressive defense and such solid defense, you end up picking up a good amount of fouls. St. Augustine, as you mentioned, Jeff, only 1 foul in the second half so far.
Markel Leonard going to inbound. Goes corner to Mario Dunn. Bird almost has that pass stolen. Leonard with the ball in the corner for 3. Good!
And the threes are what are keeping Salesian in this game, as they have already hit 4 in this third quarter for the majority of their points.
32-30. Leonard's got 2 threes in this quarter. Dunn's got 2 threes in this quarter. Seminiego's going to quickly get up off the bench and replace Monroe in the lineup. Here's Lamar on the elbow. Lamar Going to go to Kell on the wing. Kell, he can hit a three. He pulls up for one and hits it himself. That's his second three of the quarter.
Number 3, Trey Kell.
And already with 6 in the half, Kell kind of coming alive for the St. Augustine Saints.
Dunn with 1:48 to play in the third goes into the corner. Why not? DeMar Dunn a three.
Right back with the 3, number 5.
We had 28 points in the first half. We haven't even played a full 8 minutes in the third quarter, and we've already gone beyond that combined. Here's Kell on the drive. We got a pushing foul on Bird, and that's his third.
And that's a huge foul right there, not even into the fourth quarter. And Bird picking up his third personal.
And 6 team fouls, so St. Augustine shooting on every foul the rest of the way.
Right, there's a lot of time left. That's a lot of free throws going to be.
Coach Mellis is going to have to dig deep into that bench. Looking for someone is Samaniego. Goes in the corner to Ryan. Ryan is fouled. No, what do we got? We got a turnover. Wow, Bird fortunate there. Coach Hopt wanted to reach.
A lot of physical contact there. I guess it was mostly ball or all ball, and Bird coming out of that one with the poke away and the steal, I guess.
I think Bill Mellis just breathed a sigh of relief. Here's Leonard into the front court, his team trailing by 2. Quick give to Dunn. Dunn guarded by Lamar. Dunn's going to pull up for 3, and this one's the back iron. Lamar the rebound, and Lamar's going to be fouled. And he's going to go to the line for a 1-and-1. That foul on Markel Leonard will be his second.
That's a tough one. Leonard going for the ball. Just didn't see Lamar coming in for the ball. He got there first and just ran right into him. Really nothing he could do on that one.
Shooting the 1-and-1 for the Saints, number 11.
That is the 7th team foul against Salesian.
Brenton Lamar.
Lamar at the line. He had 2 first half points. He's got 8 in the third quarter alone. Make that 9. He hits the front end. Now 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Martin Tomba is going to check back into the game, and so is Brent Jones. Kell and Madsen will get a break with 1:15 to play in the third.
And St. Augustine 8 for 10 from the line today. That's going to be big going into that fourth quarter.
Second free throw, no good. Rebound Dante Robinson. 3-point game. Mario Dunn across midcourt. Guarded by Jones. Nice crossover on Jones. Skip pass, open Leonard. No good. Rebound Lamar. Lamar pushing. Outlet Ryan for the layup. No. Rebounded by Robinson. Back the other way. Salesian turns it over.
Wow, from end-to-end action here as both sides getting a couple steals, poking the ball away, just getting a finger on it, and that's sometimes all you need.
Kell is going to replace Ryan, who missed the layup, contested layup, but that nice hustle play forced the Salesian turnover. 52 seconds left. Lance Coleman II is going to come in for Bird. That's a good substitution by Coach Bill Mellis. You don't want to give Bird his fourth with 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Samaniego guarded by Markel Leonard. 17-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Lamar into the corner to Kell. Kell's got a height advantage down there. He's going to shoot a 12-footer and leave it short, get his own rebound, put back, no. Battle for the loose ball. Tomba goes up, misses. Tapping it is St. Augustine's Lamar, and it's going to be off Samaniego out of bounds.
And just getting after the boards is St. Augustine with 3 or 4 attempts to make that final shot. Just didn't quite fall. And Salesian coming away with a break as they're going to have the opportunity to tie this one up going into the fourth quarter.
32.6 seconds left. Shot clock will be turned off. Mellis going offense for defense. Brings in Edmonds and Bird to join Coleman, Leonard, and Mario Dunn on the floor.
And another smart substitution by Coach Mellis.
28 seconds remaining. Leonard likely to hold for 1. Saminiego's going to apply some light pressure just to keep him honest. 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Samaniego with tight D makes the pass go to Edmonds. Here's Bird on the penetration. Layup short. Tomba the rebound. Samaniego pushing the other way. Forgot the basketball. Jones has it. Jones goes in the front court. Ryan goes up over Edmonds. Hits the layup.
2 points, number 12, Jake Ryan.
And Bird's not going to get the shot off in time. And St. Augustine's going to have a 5-point lead going into the fourth quarter. A 9-point swing. St. Augustine leading it here at the 23rd annual Under Armour Holiday Classic presented by the Lucky Duck Foundation right here on PlayOnSports.com.
Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information as well as links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com.
Well, a lot more scoring in that quarter, that is for sure. Now 71 points at the game. We had 28 after the first half. So a couple stats leap off as Salesian had 5 threes in the third quarter. Mario Dunn leading the team with 16, but for Salesian, one notable absence in the scoring column is Jabari Bird. No points through 3 quarters.
Yeah, and he's been doing a great job on defense. A couple, ticky-tack fouls that could go either way, ending him with 3 fouls going into the fourth quarter. If he can start making some shots and make things happen, that's just another scorer you've got. In that third quarter, Dunn, his brother Dunn, and then Leonard were the only 3 that were able to put down field goals. And if you can get a 4th scorer out there that's going to be dangerous for you, Bird might be that guy.
43 points combined in that quarter with the 2 teams. Salesian's going to have the basketball. Sean O'Neill back in the game. He's playing with 3 personal fouls, as is Bird and Edmonds. Edmonds out there. Bird on the bench. Markel Leonard, Mario Dunn, and Lance Coleman the second. We'll get you St. Augustine's starting 5 in a moment. Here is Dunn. Another 3 off the side of the backboard. Samaniego, Tomba, Lamar, Kell, who's got the ball in the front court, and Jones in the game for the Saints. Kell on the drive. Kick to Jones. He's open for 3. No good. Back iron. Rebounded by Markel Leonard. He's got a 3-on-2. Corner. Mario Dunn fakes a 3. Now double team. Give off to Leonard. Wide open is Coleman. Shot short. Jones the rebound. St. Augustine's going to slow it down here for a second. Kell quickly gets it into the front court on a pass from Samaniego. 7:15 to play in the game. 25 on the shot clock.
I think both teams kind of understand the need to put up some quick points.
Lamar on the drive as it poked away. Off his leg by Mario Dunn. Another great defensive play by the senior. Drew Madsen will replace Martin Tomba. Nice minutes off the bench by the freshman Tomba.
And every time you say that, the freshman Tomba, I have to look down at my sheet again. So, are you sure, Jeff? But yeah, he's a freshman, folks. He'll be there for 3 more years.
Mario Dunn's going to get a well-deserved rest as Jabari Bird back in the game. Leonard loses the basketball. Jones comes away with it after Samaniego knocks it away. Here's the dish to Kell for the layup.
And just a brilliant pass there by number 4, Brent Jones, to Kell for the finish.
Kell with 12 to lead his team. Second leading scorer, Lamar, with 11. Here's Bird. He's going to put up a 3. Good! And Jabari Bird is on the board.
And as far as letting the floodgates go open, that could be all he needs to get going here. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets 10, 12 points in this fourth quarter. Be a huge difference maker.
Yeah, he doesn't need much to get the ball rolling, and that 3 could be it. Here's Lamar out high on Edmonds. He's going to pull up for 3. Yes!
And Britton Lamar, maybe he heard us talking about Bird a little bit, and he wanted some attention, but just taking the 3 and putting it down.
7-point game. 6:07 to play. Here's Leonard. Back iron, no good. The rebound to Madsen. And Madsen is going to have it poked away by Edmonds. The ball goes to Samaniego. Front court Jones. He's going to pull up from 16. Shot strong. Rebound Bird. And he's going to be fouled. Good foul by Samaniego. That is his first and the team's second. Keep in mind, St. Augustine is going to be shooting free throws the rest of the way on every Salesian foul. They've got 7 team fouls due to Pride.
Exactly, and I'm surprised that St. Augustine has taken so many outside shots, 17-footers, 3-pointers. If they're able to drive right at the hoop every time, they're going to force Salesian to foul.
Coleman into the key, travels. No, push. We got a push on Jones. That's why Coleman dragged his pivot foot. For Jones, his first personal, team's third.
It's his first personal foul, 3rd Saint team foul.
Markel Leonard to inbound with 5:48 to play in the game. We've got a good one here at Torrey Pines High School. Bird gets the inbounds. Edmonds to Coleman. Oh, wide open O'Neill underneath. And the ball is taken away by Madsen.
Drew Madsen, as big as he is, he's so coordinated with those hands. It looks like he just kind of palmed that ball with one hand and took it right away.
Here's Lamar. Spin move, loses the basketball, gets it back. Samaniego was open for 3. Instead, no look down low. The ball goes to Kell. Nice pass down low. Madsen triple teamed. Gets it out to Kell with 14 on the shot clock. Kell with 12. Kell crosses over with 10, takes it into the key all the way. Layup, no. Rebound, Coleman has it poked away. That's off of Madsen.
And it's going to be Salesian coming back the other way. A good, strong defensive stand there, forcing St. Augustine to take a shot they really didn't want to take.
Well, the fans are being treated to a very good basketball game right now. Salesian trailing by 7, 5:07 to play. Leonard into the front court, 27 on the shot clock. High post, right elbow, left elbow. Goes to Bird on a curl. Bird takes it in. Madsen sends it out. Samaniego with the basketball. Samaniego guarding Leonard, who has the basketball. Leonard spins into the key, puts Samaniego in the air, and banks one in from 5.
What a move. Markel Leonard heading to Cal Poly next year, and that's why right there.
8 points in the game for Leonard. Bird with a steal, almost. Kell comes up with a loose ball, takes it all the way in and floats in a layup.
And Trey Kell, one of those guys, he's 6'4", but he moves out there like he's 5'10" or something, so coordinated and quick with those great hands as well.
Here's Leonard in an inside-out move. Edmonds along the baseline from 15, no. Jones the rebound. Jones gives to Lamar, 4:17 to play. Still a 7-point St. Augustine lead. Lamar into the front court. Goes corner. Kell wide open for 3. No good. Bird the rebound. Bird pushing. He's got a 3-on-1. Goes up over Lamar. Good no call. Bird gets the rebound. We got a foul on the floor. Lamar was lying on the ground, and Bird tripped over him on that last shot, and he's going to go to the line for a pair for Brenton Lamar, his 3rd personal, the team's 4th.
And Bird just doing everything he can to finish that one. Guy on the floor, he's trying to jump over him and not quite able to get it to go. Either way, it's going to be a foul on Saints, and 2 shots coming up for Bird.
These are the first free throws of the game for Salesian, and again, it's not because St. Augustine isn't fouling. Saints has 9 fouls in the game. It's just a lot of them have come out on the floor away from the basket.
Yeah, and they're giving Salesian only contested shots, but Salesian I think maybe has to do a better job of attacking down low in the paint. But it's so tough when you've got guys like Kell and Madsen down low, just not letting him go anywhere.
Drew Madsen almost was asked to do a little bit of sweeping on that last play.
A little bit of everything.
He brought the broom out. Here's Bird at the line for a pair. A couple substitutions going to check in for the Pride in just a moment. 4:02 left in the game. 45-38 St. Augustine. Bird's first free throw, short. He's been off offensively these last couple of games.
Just a little bit off. We saw him, as you mentioned, that first game with so many points, and now tonight just with 3. And there you see a missed free throw.
O'Neal and Coleman out. The Dunn brothers are in for Salesian. Mario and DeMar.
Did want to point out Drew Madsen with 4 blocks tonight down low, and that's one of the main reasons that Bird has been struggling so much.
1 out of 2 for Bird. He's got 4 in the game. 45-39. Lamar front court, Madsen on the wing. Madsen looking for help. Samaniego with 25 in the shot clock. Between the circles, right side Madsen about 22 feet away. 19 on the shot clock. Lamar swings left side. Samaniego with 15. Post, open, Kell, layup, good.
And St. Augustine, that's if they can do that every time, take a good amount of shot clock, bring it down to into the 10s, underneath 10 seconds, and then get a great look from Kell. Oh, my goodness, they're going to be tough to stop.
3:25 to play, 8 points, St. Augustine advantage. Mario Dunn around to pick by his brother, takes it into the key, layup short, the rebound, Kell. Kell pushing front court behind the back. Kell gives to his point guard, Samaniego. Saminiego's getting bumped from behind, tracking it down Salesian, no. Mario Dunn was out of bounds.
Man, great hustle there by Dunn. And he did everything he could to get that ball and throw it down the court and stay in bounds at the same time, just not quite able to do it.
47-39 with 3:09 to play. Jones to inbound. 26 on the shot clock. Saminiego's got a fresh 10 seconds to get across the timeline. He does. Jones double teamed out to Samaniego. Samaniego thinks about his shot. Instead gives to Lamar with 15 on the shot clock. Lamar driving on Edmonds, takes it all the way in. He's going to be fouled. Going to the line. It's on Bird or Edmonds. One of those guys now has his 4th personal.
And we'll see who they're going to give it to.
It's on Bird.
It's going to Bird. You said it, Jeff. That's his 4th one. He's kind of biting his tongue there, inside of his lips, saying, shoot, now I got to play a little more tight because you don't want to get kicked out of this game.
2:54 to play. Lamar at the line for a pair. Free throw shooting so critical down the stretch here. Lamar misses the first. Trying to make it a 9-point game. 3-possession game for St. Augustine if he can hit this second free throw. He does.
And if you're
15 in the game for Lamar.
If you're Salesian on the defensive side, you got to think about a full court press. You got to think about being a little more aggressive, trying to commit turnovers, or force turnovers rather.
Mario Dunn with the ball on the wing. Straight away Edmonds. Looking for Leonard on the near side. Leonard, nice backdoor to Edmonds, leaves the layup short. Lamar the rebound. Now it's Salesian having trouble finishing at the rim. Jones fakes, steps back, thought about a three, but it's going to burn some clock. Good play.
Smart, great decision. You don't need 3 points there. You'd rather take 30 seconds off the clock.
Wise play, because that was Jones was salivating a little bit over that open three. Here's Lamar, goes corner. Kell fakes the three. Now he's going to drive along the baseline, go up around everybody and miss the shot. Rebounded by Bird in the backcourt. 2:03 to go. Bird guarded by Samaniego. He's going to pull up from three, front iron. Battle for the loose ball. Jones has it. 1 and out for Salesian. 1:55 to go.
And Bird with a good look on that three. I think it's a smart decision. Just didn't get it to drop.
And we got a timeout called by St. Augustine as Lamar having a little bit of trouble. They're bringing the ball up. 1:46 to play. 48-39. St. Augustine leading it over Salesian. An opportunity to go to the championship game on the line.
Under Armour is the presenting sponsor of the 23rd Annual Holiday Classic here at Torrey Pines. A proud supporter of high school athletics, Under Armour's technology is complex, but its mission is simple: to make all athletes better through passion, design, and the relentless pursuit of innovation. To find out more or to place an order, visit underarmour.com today.
Jeff Kurtz alongside John Henry Winter Nolte. An upset potentially brewing here at Torrey Pines High School. Sheldon is waiting on the winner of the Salesian St. Augustine game. And a lot of folks thought it was going to be Salesian, as they are a top 10 ranked team in the state. St. Augustine, a top 10 ranked team in San Diego. But despite some big wins over a Riverside North team that is very good, an Army-Navy team just the other day, this would be a huge feather in the cap for St. Augustine if they can win this, but still a lot of time left, and Salesian explosive.
Yeah, I think St. Augustine just played so solid in all aspects, and especially highlighting that defensive ability of this Saints defense. 1:46
to play, and we've got a turnover.
And a great smart play by Markel Leonard, just holding his ground and nowhere to go for Samaniego.
Leonard forces the turnover. Leonard, Edmonds, Dunn, and Bird. Bird in the corner. He's going to put up a three ball. In and out, no. Jones the rebound. Jones comes up with it, gives to Kell. Kell's got a breakaway, goes all the way up. Layup is good. Kell has 8 in this quarter and 14 in the second half. That's more than his team had in the entire first half. Bird on the drive, takes it all the way in. The basket will count. Bird going to the line.
And I think that's more of Bird's strength. He's been shooting a couple threes the last couple possessions, just not quite getting them to go. But there with the three-point play opportunity, driving to the rim and drawing the foul.
Would be a big one here if he can complete the three-point play. Would make it an 8-point game with 1:18 to play. That was the third personal foul on Kell, the team's 5th. Bird 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 2 of 3. 50-42. Sean O'Neill is going to replace Bird as Coach Mellis once again getting the player with the foul trouble out and providing a little bit of defense from O'Neill. Jones looking to inbound, gets it to Lamar in the corner. Back to Jones. Jones to Samaniego. Samaniego's got 5 seconds to get across midcourt. He does. Into the corner. This is Madsen. Skip pass out high Lamar. 23 on the shot clock. 1:05 to play in the game. We'll see if Salesian plays straight up D here for a moment. They're going to have to start fouling eventually, though. Lamar with the ball. Lamar double team. Lamar needs some help. Lamar has his pass poked away by O'Neill with 13 on the shot clock.
And you see Salesian trying to set up that half-court trap as soon as St. Augustine came across, just not quite able to do it. Good ball movement and good management of that trap on the part of St. Augustine offense.
Even if St. Augustine doesn't score here, but they burn 13 more seconds, that's got to be a bit of a win for the Saints.
Especially when there's only 55 left.
And we've got a delay of game violation against Markel Leonard, who stepped over the sideline trying to defend Samaniego. That is just a warning. The next time would be a technical foul. 55.3 seconds to play. 50-42 St. Augustine. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Fourth quarter.
And don't count Salesian out here, folks. They've gotten hot and they've hit a few threes in a row.
Quick trap. Samaniego around a double team, takes it in, dumped to Madsen for the jam!
The jam and the exclamation point, folks. Highlight reel there.
And a steal by Samaniego. Leonard forced a foul. What a way to cap this game for St. Augustine.
Drew Madsen he was held scoreless in the first half, picking up 2 points in the third, and now the huge exclamation. It's only 2 points, but those are the biggest 2 points that have been scored tonight by either team.
Those 2 points are causing fans to head for the exits and beat the traffic. Samaniego at the line for a 1-and-1. Free throw good. Samaniego now 3 of 3 from the free throw line.
Got a highlight, too, for Drew Madsen, who had that big exclamation point. He's got 4 blocks on the night on the defensive side.
Second free throw. Good. 53-42, 40 seconds remaining. DeMar Dunn into the front court. You need a lot of threes if you're Salesian. Here's Bird into the key. Travel. Yes.
One too many. And they just turned the shot clock off in here, Jeff. You got to think that there's going to be a foul.
Lamar is going to be immediately fouled by Edmonds, who just picked up his 4th personal, and it's double bonus time for Brenton Lamar.
Foul charge number 25.
Lamar
Edmonds Jr.
is 4 of 6 from the free throw line in the game. St. Augustine leading by 12, 54-42.
Double bonus for the Saints, number 11.
This is an upset to a lot of experts who thought we'd see a Salesian-Sheldon final. You got the first letter in the school's name correct if you thought that, but it's going to be St. Augustine as Lamar hits the first free throw. Second one as well. 56-42, 32 seconds to play.
Got to think that San Diego fans are happy with the local underdog-type team making it to the final of a nationally known, pretty big tournament.
Kell the rebound. Lamar into the front court. St. Augustine is going to win this game 56-42. 10 seconds to play, and Lamar just dribbling it out.
And as little of action as we saw in that first half, it was just an explosion of great basketball on both sides. Defense, offense, turnover, forcing the turnovers, hitting threes. Just a well-managed game by everyone, by both coaches and all players out there.
PlayOnSports.com post-game show coming up in just a few moments, folks. We'll have an interview with our player of the game from the victorious St. Augustine Saints. 56-42 over Salesian to advance to the championship in the National Division here at the Under Armour Holiday Classic. Back with more after this. Back here on the PlayOnSports.com post-game show, Jeff Kurtz joined by our player of the game, Brenton Lamar, 17 points for the victorious St. Augustine Saints. A win over the Salesian Pride. Congratulations, first of all. What a difference between the first half and the second half. What happened in the locker room? What did Coach Hopp say to you? What was in the Gatorade? What turned it around on the offensive end?
Oh, well, we played collectively, We were shooting 50% from the field, So we knew that we were going to get our shots and that eventually they'll fall. So we just had to, keep locking up on their guards, to make sure they, don't go off.
Well, and you, aside from Mario Dunn, you guys were pretty much able to do that. That third quarter was a blistering pace for both teams. Is that one of the tougher defensive games you've been in on both sides, the way you guys were playing defensively and the way Salesian was?
Yes, of course. Every time you go to the lane, they slide over and take a charge. They play good as a team. They're well coached, and I'm just glad that we got the W.
What's the difference for this year's St. Augustine squad versus last year's? You guys keep going up against opponents that most prognosticators, not at this particular table, but others, say, oh, St. Augustine's the underdog in this. You guys keep coming away with wins. What's doing it for you guys?
I just think it's effort. We may not be, the most known team, but, we will play hard every game. And that's what our Coach Hopp preaches every game, play hard, and that's what we do.
One more game, the Sheldon Huskies. You've seen them play. It doesn't get any easier. What do you guys need to do tomorrow in that game?
We need to play defense like we played today. We need to play as a team as we've been playing throughout this whole tournament. And I'm feeling pretty good that we'll get the W and win this championship.
Well, it was certainly a team effort today for the St. Augustine Saints. Our player of the game, Brenton Lamar, representing a lot of players contributing both in the point column, the rebounding column, and, of course, Drew Madsen, the slam dunk column at the end of the game.
Yes.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Wrapping up here on the postgame show in just a few moments here on PlayOnSports.com. Please stay with us. Back here on PlayOnSports.com, Jeff Kurtz rejoined by John Henry Winter-Nolte. We just heard from Brenton Lamar, very composed. And you could say in the interview, and very matter-of-fact about, well, we play hard. We're going to go out tough every night. They're a very good defensive team. We just have to adjust. But you get the sense that St. Augustine plays composed as a team. And a lot of that senior leadership, Brenton Lamar was definitely displaying that tonight, really carried the Saints through in that second half.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Jeff. I mean, these kids have been working for a couple months now, trying to get ready for every game that they have. And St. Augustine, that composure and the leadership that they've shown out there, not just one guy looking for the pass or, their superstar, but everybody contributing, and that helps. And I don't know how many guys played from the Saints roster, but I think there were only one or two names that we didn't call, which means that they are going deep in the roster each game. They didn't get in foul trouble. They had solid defense, and it's going to be a fun one tomorrow, Jeff.
It certainly is. The Sheldon Huskies sport two very good young athletes who are going to be going to San Diego State next year. St. Augustine's going to be matching up with them. It's a St. Augustine-Sheldon final here in the 23rd annual Under Armour Holiday Classic, presented by the Lucky Duck Foundation. A lot of people made today's broadcast possible here on PlayOnSports.com, folks. But we're going to thank the crew who was here for this particular game, representing all the folks at the office here at San Diego who put on today's games. Our statistician today was Nick Shaw. Our producer, Jarrett Wright. Megan Coffey providing all the video for you today. For my broadcast partner, John Henry Winter-Nolte, I am Jeff Kurtz saying so long from Torrey Pines High School until tomorrow evening at 6:30, when we will have what should be a very good third-place game between Windward and Salesian, and then the championship game a little bit after 8 o'clock in the evening here on the West Coast, St. Augustine and Sheldon. We're your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. Good night, everybody.